Jingle bells, jingle bells. Oh, what's up, guys? I'm back just in time for a quick Christmas tree tutorial, just in time for Christmas and the holidays. Um, yeah, I know it's been a minute. I'm horrible at maintaining my uploads. I am working on it and also working a lot behind the scenes. No excuse. But this is a new one I don't think I tackled before yet on the channel, and I wanted to get it out there for you guys in time for, if anybody's wanting to make a custom Christmas card, a little painting for the family, then this will get you on your way, or at least get you started in the right direction. So all I did is I got a sheet of paper here. Again, I use coated paper so the paint doesn't absorb into it. You can get it at paper supply stores. That's where I get mine in big bulk order. All I did here was just throw down some color for a background, since I'm obviously not making like a full-blown scene, but I'm just going to focus on putting the tree together for you and get you off on the on the path of making your own paintings. So yeah, I just went with the purple. Threw in a little bit of red and stuff in there to kind of contrast with the greens and colors that I'm going to be using for the tree. It's going to be a real simple process. What you're going to need is your trusty Bounty napkins, because we are making foliage after all. You can take one sheet of these bad boys, fold it over. Again, I cover this in one of my basics videos below, or I'll try to link it below. But we're going to give it that tear, not the usual tear for foliage, but what we're going to do is taper it off when it comes to pine trees and the like. We want to get that taper in there, because what we're going to do is when we start painting with it, we're going to start at the tip of the tree with the very tip of the brush here, and then as we build up, we'll slowly roll down and incorporate more of this brush into it as we get further down the tree, and you get more of that classic Christmas tree look. Paints I'm using, I just got some Krylons on hand, white for a highlight. This one is like that safety emerald green color, typical of Krylon. And this one's a regal blue. It's got that nice deep, like navy, in this case like a ultramarine almost kind of look to it. I don't know, love it, but the Krylon paints do kind of suck lately. I would prefer to do this in like something like the Montana Golds, just because the pigment and the color options are so much better. So if you can get your hands on that, I recommend going that route. But for this demonstration, the Krylon should be fine. So let's get into it. We're going to start with the, now I'm using these three colors. I'm going to do the 3-layer paint buildup, so you get kind of like a highlight, your mid-tone base color like the green, and then the blue is going to act to create like the shadow layer to it. So all we do is come down here, roll the white, come in with the green. And I have pre-warmed these up a bit, but it's pretty chilly out today here in Florida, and it's already, cans are already cold. This one's almost empty, so this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Ugh, that's a whole hot mess. See, and that's the other thing. It's like the Krylon paints are so liquidy, but this will still work. So we're gonna try to build this up, get a little bit of that blue, most of the green, and some of the white toward the top, so you get this kind of gradient in here. I'm gonna start at the tip of the tree, and you're just gonna zigzag it back and forth as you come down. Try to keep your brush loaded with paint, because you want it to go on nice and heavy like that. Really build it up. Now, as I said, you can keep zigzagging it back and forth to fill out that Christmas tree look. I want to come back to the top. This kind of went on a little transparent. It's all right to come back over the top of things and fix it, Happy little tree. Get some more paint down. Like I said, you want to keep your brush loaded well. With the way these Krylon paints are, they get, they absorb really quickly into the napkin and stuff because they're just so watered down. I don't know what they've done with their paint formula over the years. We're just gonna fill it out like that. Zigzag it back and forth. And now I encourage you to experiment with this. I mean, that'll work. Get the cone shape in there. But experiment with it. You can get you can really kind of play around with it a bit, get different little variations, fold out, you know, if you want to have like the tapered, but like the individual sort of layers to the tree that you see how they're like usually drawn, kind of taper it out a bit. I'm not gonna really play around with that, but I do want to come across the bottom here and add like a snow layer. So I'm gonna take the white and give it a little snow for this tree to stand on. Use my trusty junk mail. I encourage you to hold on to your junk mail because it's just free paper and stuff to use for everything. I mean, you can coupon or you can use it for art. So I'm gonna come across the bottom here and just throw some paint down. And then we're just gonna roll this across. Ooh, look at that. Purple is really something. A little more in there. Toss that aside. Yes. Not seeming to get carried away with this. Focus. I did. 1 second. I did grab a glove. I'm also going to show you can throw, you know, mix in a little snow into this. Should have put this on beforehand. Oh, that's tasteful. It's all right. Just need this finger. We're going to flick some snow in there. So this is the same principle as like adding stars. Get a little paint on the finger, get that extra off, and now you just want to come in and blast it across your piece, and boom, instant snow. Now, I recommend not getting too crazy with it unless you want to create like a blizzard. In that case, usually with these paintings, even with stars, you know, a little less is more. I've seen a lot of people just starting out, they'll go heavy on the stars. But the problem is you get too much in there and your eye starts to pick it up. Like it starts to take away from the depth of space and you just get this weird sort of like, was it like white TV screen static sort of look to your sky, and you lose a lot of depth and dimension to it. So like I said, go easy on it unless you're trying to create like, you know, again, you want like a blizzard thing going on or something, then by all means go buck wild. So that's your typical shape to the tree. Now from there you can build on this. If you want to add, I'm just going to do it quick. If you want to make it like a full-blown Christmas tree, then you could add you know, ornaments and stuff. Usually I use my pinky. I'm trying to get less paint on myself, but put down a glob of paint and you can come in here and just dab in, you know, your ornaments, that sort of thing. You can also use a palette knife. That's like another great color for ornaments. What was that, like a reddish orange? Where's all my paints? What am I doing with my life? Yeah, I just got like this red. You get a little heavy layer on top of your palette knife, and you just come in and drip them in there, like so. And again, this is just a demonstration to get you guys thinking and figuring out what you want to, how you'd like to approach it. I kind of like the palette knife technique. It's a lot, as you can see, it's a lot cleaner. Using your finger is an option. Usually use the pinky and just like the tip, but again, I don't want paint on myself. But you know, whatever works for you, whatever's fastest. Again, this is just to show you guys different ways of doing things. And then of course, like I said, by all means, you come in here and just decorate it, you know, to your heart's content. And I mean, I encourage you to go crazy with it. You know, it's all right to make mistakes. You can always just go back and start over again, but it's in the process of doing this stuff. I'm gonna try to get a star on the top here. It's been a little while since I've done this, so I'm gonna rotate this around for, and yeah, I can still see that. Get a nice big bright star, pick your color. Ta-da. And again, you know, throw all kinds of stuff in there. You know what this needs? Needs some yellows. I mean, I get a nice bright, vibrant yellow in there. Some of that bling. Or you could use yellow for the star, blend it in there together. I mean, if you can make this bigger, you'll have a little more ease with it. But yeah, so I mean, there you go. Really basic Christmas tree. Just throwing some ideas at you for you to play with. You get some snow in there. Don't be afraid to play with colors. Not everything's got to be done in realism and black and whites. Use blues and purples. Look great when you're making like wintry scenes. If you go on my Instagram or something, you can find my Krampus painting. I did all that in just blues and purples with white. And you just get really great depth and color in there. So yeah, I mean, that's the fun of spray paint art, is just being able to go crazy with colors, make it bold, vibrant, eye-catching, and again, you get all this amazing detail with very minimal effort. So there you are, guys. Very simple, basic Christmas tree that you can build on. Make something nice for the family. Cards. I mean, everybody, what's better than getting a card in the mail is getting like an original piece of art sort of card in the mail. I'll occasionally send stuff like this out to my family and make stuff for them, and everybody just really appreciates it that much more. With that said, I'll wrap this up for you. Thanks for tuning in. Hope this helped. Any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm usually pretty good about getting back to my comments. Just not as great as consistently uploading videos, but I'm working on it. With that said, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, you guys. If I don't catch you before the new year, then Happy New Year, and wishing you all the best for this holiday season and life moving forward, man. Take care. Thanks. Bye.